There's a copy that Reverend Barbara does every week, so please take this home with you. It lets you know of all the events we have going on in the chapel. And again, monthly calendar is also always available on the website. And there's TV broadcasts about the services. And it's www.innergarden.com. So if you want to watch one of the services you really enjoyed, or if you missed a service, please click on the website and you can watch it repeatedly or see the ones you miss if you're at home. Next week is our Easter Sunday service. Reverend Barbara and the other ministers and the Mitts. I've always been a misfit, so it's really nice to be a Mitt now. We're going to do just a minute. I'm a Mitt. So we want you to make and wear an Easter bonnet. And Reverend Barbara's got a prize for the person with the nicest bonnet. So please be very creative this week, and we hope to see you next Sunday. It's going to be a very special service. Also, our Spring Bazaar is May 17th. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you'd like to sell any crafts or arts, or you want to have a table, tables are $20 and $30, and they can book through it yourself or will be morning through Barbara. So if you'd like to reserve a table for that day for your crafts and your arts, see Barbara. Also, we're going to call on our congregation. We are going to do a bake table. So if any of you are fantastic bakers, we want you to bake some cakes or cookies or goodies that we can sell as well. We're going to have a jumble sale table. So we've got some new or used items that you don't use at home and you'd like to donate. We are going to set up a table for that. We're going to do a silent auction, a cake walk, and Barbara's arranged for some wonderful entertainment. There's going to be a professional magician, George Cook. He's doing magic for children. And a folk singer and children's entertainer and author, Rosemary Phillips. So there will be lots of things for all ages. So we'll keep you all entertained. There's also going to be a tea room with mini teacup readings, $15 a reading, so that should be really fun, and also demonstrations of mediumship. And April 13th, very special service, and after the service, there is a seminar workshop, and that is with Ted Coons. He's written a wonderful book that I purchased last year when we did the spiritual breakfast that you had, and wonderful book, and he's going to do a seminar, and it's called Who's Responsible? $35 for the seminar, and you can sign up with Reverend Barbara. So please, very interesting man.
Includes lunch.
And it includes lunch, so that's a great deal. There's not many workshops you can go to for $35, and a wonderful lunch and a great speaker. So we sure hope for that. And tickets are available now. Yeah, tickets are available now, so you can buy your ticket today if you like, or you can buy it next week. And we're going to do our operating song, number 21, The Garden of Life. There are envelopes available for your free will donations. If you choose, please put your name on the outside of the envelope, and we can make sure we record that. So it's a really nice read, and sometimes And a special thank you to Cecilia and her Ministry of Music. It makes a big difference for us. It's so wonderful to have you here each week. You sure make our voices sound a whole lot sweeter. We're going to thank you for your support for the donations, but we're going to get to a really fun part of our service, and it's a demonstration of mediumship. And because Derrick is such a wonderful medium, I'm sure he's got some great messages for you folks here today. I did it again. Birthdays, anniversaries. I forgot something. I just got the birthdays. Any birthdays or anniversaries? Any St. Patrick's Day babies here? Right?
Yours? St. Patrick's Day, what they're saying now.
So, no birthdays.
No birthdays.
Now we'll get to the messages. Are you ready for your Derrick Whiteskycloud?
Okay. Normally I'm not that serious on stage. Actually, I was a little earlier talking about all kinds of things that talking about homelessness and all that. I felt it was important to share that with you guys. Because Barb and I have been on just doing so many new things that she's wanting to create the church to really inspire itself even more. So, because we really do care. I mean, we're not just a spiritualist church. We're, your typical do mediumship all the time. We're trying to add more into it to get the community involved. So, and there's going to be actually a lot of signs in the streets to let the public know that there's going to be that great bazaar happening. So it's not just something that we are doing within our own community. It's going to be open to the public to be involved. So they're going to be really wanting to get part of it, be part of this. So looking forward to it as well. Teacup readings, I'll probably most likely with Barb helping her do that because Barb gave me this neat teacup. And it has all the signs inside of it. And apparently it's rare to find because nobody can find that teacup. She told me she's been wanting to find one just like it. So I really appreciate what I've got because I like to work with my teacup readers. And but I do all kinds of work besides just reading. I read palms and I read all kinds of people and I do all kinds of work, like I said, I do a variety of things. I like to mix it all up a little bit because I like to, when people come to see me, for example, a lot of them will say, well, I said, have you ever been able to reader before? And a lot of them say, well, I had my palms read or I had my cards read, but not really been read by a medium. It's still the same. The only thing is that I communicate with those who crossed over, but it doesn't mean that nobody else does either. But some people that have a little bit of that fear, some of the psychics do have a little bit of fear, don't want to talk to those who have crossed over. They're afraid. They're thinking, okay, I don't want to see some guy head chopped off or something like this, and oh yeah, your mother's here, oh my gosh, she's carrying her husband's head. No, I don't do that kind of stuff. We don't do that. That's all Hollywoodism. Never exists. Because all there really are, these are people that are just there that want to make their presence known. And if they want to come forward, they'll come forward with love and light. And those of you who actually have ever seen me do my work, and this is basically what I can do, and I enjoy making the presence known. Now, it's interesting how I hear people coming through in response in my work because they come through and they make me react. My body respond in different emotions when they cross over. Through the years of my training, and I very ever seldom was trained by anyone. The only person that actually had starting my training was a fellow by the name of Ron Bennett, who actually had worked with the RCMP, and that's how he really impressed me to start to continue my work as a profession. And he actually was, we called it this, he's still living here. He actually is well known with the RCMP. I'm giving you credit, Ron. You can see it on TV. Because normally I always call him the man with the hat. That's how I am when I met the first time. It's actually in my book. But no, I love Ron. Ron's like another father figure to me, or big brother, and it was his push that insisted me learn. And he used to take me out to locations, and he'll say, now you tell me what you find, what you see here, what you sense. Before I got to that site, I could feel my body completely become so emotional. I've become that person. I feel that the person's in my body as if they're there and trying to tell me, impress me to say, this is how they crossed over. And I become so disoriented and I feel what that motion is. And that's exactly how I understand it. So each of us learn it in different ways. This is the way I've always learned my own training. So what I want to share with you, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can do some